every one of my 6 albums has at least one motorcycling song, you know, because I'm so, if there's anything I love as much as I love music, it's motorcycles. So we chose this song called Riding, which is a lovely, I think a nice straightforward rock and roll song with really, really from the heart lyrics, you know. I mean, every word in that song, every lyric in that song is really so heartfelt. And I remember that song flowed so automatically, you know. It really describes what you feel before a bike ride, the night before, the excitement, and then getting on. Then the last video from that particular album was a very sensitive song called Silence of the Night. Fast forward a little more, did an album which is actually, I'd say, my favorite album called Arrow in the Dust. Quite honestly, I don't know who owns the rights right now, but I'm just waiting for the day I can release that, because that album was recorded and through strange circumstances came out in the market 3 years after the date it was supposed to have, you know. And I guess, you know, there was never really an attempt to kind of push it, because I think I've seen this whole change happen in India. You know, when I did the first album called Other Side of Dawn, the whole movement had changed to Hindi pop and Bollywood, you know. And no channel was willing to play any of the Western videos for more than maybe once or twice a day, you know. So that was very, very disappointing. But in terms of artistic endeavor, that is, I think, my favorite album. It's called Arrow in the Dust. After that, I came out with an album which we call Unbelong. That was recorded here, produced very well, I'd say, by a very well-known guitar player and member of a very well-known band called Indiscreet. The guy I'm talking about is Mahesh Tinaikar, exceedingly talented musician, and I think he did a spectacular job. And I think between him and me, we got out a really, really nice album. You know, there are some great tracks on Unbelong. I think there are 12 songs. Unfortunately, what happens in India is you can bring out 12 songs, but all 12 songs are never going to get aired as such, if you know what I mean, because we don't have radio stations, we don't have television channels that will even play videos as such, except for maybe one channel which might play it, say, once or twice a day if you're lucky, you know. But I like Unbelong a lot. I thought it was a great album. Now, if you ask me whether I want to do an album, I would like to, but I'd want to be guaranteed that it's going to get a lot of airing, and, you know, because I don't think it's really fair that the artist puts so much love, so much attention, so much passion, so much obsession into an album, and at the end of which there's no avenue, you know. I mean, I find it quite wrong. I wish I could start up a radio station for our Indian artists, and maybe even a record label where you can feature just great Indian talent, of which there's so much. But I'm not ruling out the possibilities of another album. You know, songwriting comes quite easily to me, and quite honestly, what is scary is I've come to a point where a good idea comes to my head and I kind of just shelve it, you know, because I feel, what's the point? You know, why get involved again? And, you know, and I'm kind of now happy enough just doing shows, and because now it's come to a point where people know what to expect in a Gary Lawyer show, and, you know, it's always so much fun, it's always so much goodwill.